Hello youngsters, this week in 1969, August 69, was the Woodstock Festival. It's like the granddaddy of all festivals, and now it's just part of the common culture. You know, everyone sort of knows what a Woodstock is. This is a copy of the original soundtrack album. It's a triple album. Opens out that way. That's the crowd. Just phenomenal. As an album, it's sort of interesting. You know, it's got Hendrix doing Star Spangled Banner. It's got The Who, Sly and the Family Stone, Fixing to Die Rag by Country Joe. It's great. But the film is much better. And if you've never seen it, and I'm hoping in the next couple of years they'll do like a 60th anniversary screening of it, because it is phenomenal. I mean, by the end of it, you feel that you've spent 3 days in a field of mud. But it's hard to gauge from this standpoint just how big Woodstock was. It literally was kind of like the last hurrah of the 60s. Suddenly all these people who were turning up, long hair, young people. Okay, there's drugs, but it was more than that. It was sort of, yeah, it was peace and love, and it was huge. And the organisers, they kind of knew they'd probably lose money on ticket sales, but they managed to get enough money to film it all, so they were organised. So when the film came out the following year, and the soundtrack, you know, it made its money back in spades. And of course, everybody around the world got to see Woodstock. And it was like, oh, wow, that's how you do it. So you had the Isle of Wight festivals in this country. But this was like the benchmark. This is, you know, before Glastonbury proper started. And it is a brilliant film. I mean, one of the guys that worked on it was Martin Scorsese. And in fact, it won an Oscar for Best Editing. And with the money he got for that, he did Mean Streets, his first film, because they thought, oh, right, hey, you're young and cool and groovy and understand the counterculture. Any film you want to make, you can make it. So if you've never seen it, you'll have seen clips, but the way it was cut together, it was multi-screened. And you just, yeah, the whole vibration to the event is captured. And it's not just the bands, it's the people there. And there's, all the way through it, there's almost like a sense of just innocence, you know. So in decades, centuries to come, people will look at Woodstock and think, wow, that was an incredible thing, and it's suggested hope and all the rest of it. And it will never happen again because we've got the internet, and you know, we've had 1 million festivals since, but this was the first one. And of course, this really was the last hurrah, because literally a week or so after this, the Charles Manson murders had happened, and then you had the Stones had their famous gig at Altamont in December of '69, where a young guy was stabbed to death by the Hells Angels, and it really was. 1970 then happened, and it was a harder sort of more cynical world. So this was like this is the peak summation of 60s underground. And you can find little bits on YouTube, but there's one bit that I've always loved, and it's Country Joe McDonald, and he does the Fixing to Die Cheer Rag, and it's just a song about Vietnam, and he gets the whole crowd going, and you get a real sense of, yes, you know, the revolution was possible. So yeah, Woodstock, do yourself a favour, check it out.